I'm Brian, and that's Jeremy. Every week on PSVR,
This week,
we take a look at the new VR games that are coming to the PlayStation Store this week.
we gather up all the trailers we can find, all the descriptions we can plagiarize, and we condense them down into this short video for you.
Sometimes we look at delayed games, updates, delays, or new game announcements.
So without further ado, here's PSVR This Week.
Whoa! You're alive? Hey, over here. You want me to do that? To paint this whole town back to life.
Concrete Genie follows the heartwarming journey of a bullied teen named Ash, who escapes his troubles by bringing his colorful imagination to life in his sketchbook. His hometown of Denska, a once bright and bustling seaside town, is now polluted by darkness, but Ash has the power to bring it back to life. By harnessing the magical properties of his powerful paintbrush, he creates mischievous genies who help him along the way. Although the core game of Concrete Genie is only playable in non-VR, developer Pixel Opus has been experimenting with PlayStation VR and has included two PSVR-specific modes, both of which require two move controllers. The first, called Free Paint, allows you to stand in one of 4 locations, using living paint to bring your surroundings to life. The other mode though sounds a bit more interesting, as you'll follow a curious genie named Splotch beneath Denska's ominous lighthouse on a quest to unlock a mysterious power while using your living paint in a completely new way.
I can't let that happen.
MINOTAUR Arcade Volume 1 brings you 2 Jeff Minter arcade games in a classic, yet modern style. Just like Polybius before it, playing in PSVR mode gives you that feeling of actually being inside an arcade game. Volume 1 comprises 2 classic LLAMASOFT titles, Grid Runner, a non-stop shooter with power-ups, tricky enemies, and ever-evolving levels. The other is called Goat Up, a fun, light-hearted platformer. You play as a nanny goat whose mission in life is to climb as high as you can to raise as many kids as you can along the way. Kiss billy goats, eat grass and other items that pop up out of the ground, and eventually you'll be rewarded with a kid. The more kids you have, the higher you climb, the more points you score.
To me. You push me, and you push me.
We are the abstainers.
Holy shit, that's what the abstainers look like?
Why can't you just respect?
In Trover Saves the Universe, you were a victim of a dog napping by a beaked lunatic named Glorkon, who stuffed them into his eye holes and used their life essence to destroy the universe, which gives you an idea of just how insane the story was. But it was fun and absolutely ridiculous from beginning to end. Squanch Games has said publicly that instead of lowering the price of Trover over time and charging for DLC, that they'll keep the price the same and keep delivering free DLC as long as it makes sense to do so. And on October 8th, they're delivering on that promise with the release of Trover's Important Cosmic Jobs, which we know surprisingly little about, but can't wait to get our hands on.
All right, we're going to important cosmic jobs. ICJ. That's where I work. So yeah, let's go. Let's have at it. We promised the DLC stuff. Here it is.
I used to wonder how you did it. Lived in this empire built on pain and suffering.
More than a dozen people are dead after a missile attack involving Stark Industries.
At long last, we finally have a release date for Marvel's Iron Man VR, which is now confirmed to be coming exclusively to PlayStation VR on February 28th, 2020. It's a bit later than we were originally told, but everything points to this being a solid, action-packed adventure that'll be worth the wait. The announcement also came with the reveal of the Digital Deluxe Edition, which will cost $10 more than the base game, but comes with 4 Deluxe Edition custom decos, 12 research points, the digital soundtrack, and a Deluxe Edition Iron Man PS4 theme. Both versions are available for pre-order now on the PlayStation Store.
I speak for them, and we say, Don't atone for your sins. Die for them.
Intruders Hide and Seek is a first-person stealth game, an intense thriller combining psychological terror with the point of view of a defenseless boy. And to kick off the Halloween season, we're giving away a physical version of the game this week. So how do you enter? It's easy. Just leave your PSN name in the comments below, and we'll choose a winner at random on this week's episode of PSVR Gamescast Live, which airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of PSVR
This week. We'll be back next week to tell you about all the VR games coming to the PlayStation Store.
But keep in mind that no one outside of Sony really knows what games are coming when.
But we'll do our best to keep you up to date each and every week on PSVR This Week.